Sawadee krap, welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. I'm JP Mestanza and it's Friday, January 18th. The latest edition of the Phuket News is now out. Grab your copy at any one of 600 locations around the island. Now here's the news you need to know. Natural resource experts are saying that harmful elements found in sunscreen is one of the contributing factors that are damaging the coral reef around Phuket, and those studies will be presented to high-ranking officials in a meeting today in Bangkok. The director of the Andaman Organization for Participatory Restoration of Natural Resource, tsunami-warning, along with the regional chief of the Department of Marine and Coastal Resources, will both present the latest findings to cabinet officials, including Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwon and his watches. Along with over-tourism, commercial fishing, and wastewater, some harmful elements of sunscreen on ocean swimmers seem to interfere with coral health to the point that it's becoming weaker in recovering from other effects. In particular, the contaminant oxybenzone found on sunscreen was singled out by experts at the National Parks Department when they announced the indefinite closure of Maya Bay in the Phi Phi Islands last October. Experts say that 80 to 90% of the corals surrounding just Phuket and the much smaller islands to the south have medium to serious damage levels, and some are now calling on people to simply use less sunscreen or wear more long-sleeve clothing when entering the water. A list of sunscreens made without harmful contaminants has also been listed. You can check that out at thephuket.news.com. Officials hope that the new 25 million baht tsunami warning buoy would be operational by today, but it turns out that it has to be activated manually by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, which is in the US, but they can't turn it on because of the US government shutdown. The buoy is meant to feed raw data to the National Disaster Warning Center in Bangkok so that tsunami alerts or warnings can be issued if needed, and enough evacuation time is given, replacing the previous broken buoy that was closest to Phuket, some 290 kilometers offshore. But officials at the National Disaster Warning Center in Bangkok told the Phuket News this morning that the buoy must be connected to the monitoring and warning system operated by the NOAA in Washington, D.C., which at the moment has, quote, limited staff who are overloaded with work because of the US government shutdown. Although officials say they hope that the few officials at the NOAA do treat this as an urgent priority, officials did confirm that all 19 tsunami warning towers in Phuket are fully operational. A Phuket man wanted for his possible involvement in a fatal shooting at a New Year party in Patalung was found at his home in Wichit here in Phuket early yesterday morning and taken back to Patalung to face charges. 33-year-old Chanarong Sung-an is suspected of killing 41-year-old Siripong Konglem at a New Year party held at Chanarong's father's house on the night of December 31st, 2018. The party was attended by around 100 friends and relatives who were singing karaoke when an altercation broke out at one of the tables in which Siripong was fatally shot twice with a 9mm handgun. After the incident, Chanarong returned to his home in Phuket where he lives. Police are still hunting the suspect's brother, Rutachai, who is alleged to also have been involved in the shooting. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Security authorities in the deep south of Thailand are blaming the latest attack that took place this morning on insurgents. A bomb was detonated in Pattani province in southern Thailand at about 7:55 a.m., exploding on a road often used by teachers to travel to school, and it injured 2 police officers on teacher protection duty in the Nongchik district of the province. The 2 officers are currently recovering at Pattani Hospital, but it's just the latest attack in the violence-plagued south after 6 people died last week in attacks at a school and 2 separate bombing incidents all across the region. By the end of the year, officials hope to have everything ready for a new system that would allow police to issue digital traffic tickets, with motorists able to pay them electronically. Amendments to the 1979 Land Transport Act, which was approved by the National Legislative Assembly yesterday, it requires the Royal Thai Police and Land Transport Department to develop an electronic database to include motorist personal details, previous traffic violations, and registration info, all to make it easier for traffic police to record new violations and more. A new amendment will have to be added to make sure that digital tickets will also be recognized under the law, and motorists who receive a digital ticket will be able to pay at the post office and at banks, with an eye toward adding more e-payment options in the future. The whole thing comes just days after the new smartphone app was released, allowing motorists in Thailand to have a new electronic driver's license, although more amendments to the law are needed to make all of this completely legal, which lawmakers say will happen by the end of 2019. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until Monday, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.